Hello students, now we are going to start the new chapter, that is statistics. In class 9th you studied about the statistics, how to find the mean, mode and median and their definitions. Especially you solve these questions based on the ungrouped data or use the tally marks to make them group. So this year we are going to find the mean, mode and median for a grouped data. So to find the mean, we have three methods. One is direct method, second one is assumed mean method, and the third one is step deviation method. These are the three methods for finding the mean of a given data. And for finding the median and mode, we have only one method to solve it. We'll discuss about those methods a little later. And finding the missing frequencies under the given conditions, and how to draw less than ogive and more than ogive on graph paper, finding the median with the help of ogive, that is less than ogive and more than ogive. So if you have done this much, this chapter will cover all the things. Okay, so first we'll go for the direct method, how to find the mean. As I said, we are going to find only for the group data. So this is the example of a group data question. How does it look like? Let me. The question is, find the mean of the following data using direct method. The question is, the following table gives the distribution of total household expenditure in rupees of 200 annual workers in a city. That means if you consider in a particular city, there are 200 manual workers, their household, how much they are spending at home for household expenditures. So here it is given, from 100 to 150 rupees, there are 24 workers, 150 to 200, there are 40 workers, 200 to 250, there are 33 workers, and so on. And 450 to 500, there are 7 workers who is spending monthly expenditure. Okay. Now the same table I converted into here in this form. We call them as class intervals. If you see the above table, if you look at it, you have the same here, 100 to 150, and this is also 100 to 150, and here 150 to 200. This is also 150 to 200. So here the horizontal table is given. I have written this table into class interval. Instead of expenditure, I have written class interval. You can use the same expenditure in rupees. Instead of number of workers, I have written frequency. And frequencies I have written as Fi. So here Fi means this is F1, this is F2, here it is F3, this is F4, this is F5, then F6, F7, it continues. Okay, so these are the first frequency of first interval, second frequency of the second interval, third frequency of the third interval, fourth frequency of the fourth interval, and it will continue. Okay, so we call them as Fi, the frequency of that interval. So here 24 represents number of workers who is spending between 100 to 150. Here 40 means there are 40 workers who is spending the amount 150 to 200 in a day or month, whatever is given in the question. Now here these two columns we have to write. One is Xi and another one is Fi. So here we have to fill up these columns. Let's see how to fill up these columns. Xi is the average of these two numbers. Average means the sum of two numbers upon 2. So now I'll ask you, here is 100 plus 150 is 250. 250 by 2 is 125. Okay. So here you have 150 plus 200 is 350. 350 by 2. 350 by 2 is 175. Next 200 plus 250 is 450. 450 by 2, 225. So if I calculate similarly 250 plus 300, 550. So it will come as 275. Then it will come as 325. Then it will come as 375. This will be 425. Anything else? Yeah, 475. This 475, I got it by taking the average of these two numbers. 450 plus 500 is 950. 950 by 2 is 475. So this is exercise. Exercise are the average of upper limit plus lower limit of by that particular interval. Now this is FI exercise column. This FI exercise you will find by multiplying FI value and XI value. So here to multiply 24 into 125, that is 3000. Then you have 175 into 40, which is 7000. Then you have 33 into 225. 33 into 225. What do you get? 7425. Then you have 28 into 275, which is 7700. Then you have 30 into 325, which is 9750. And here it is 22 into 375, which is equals to 8250. And this is 16 into 425, which is 6800. And this is 7 into 475 is 3325. What I do is I hold the record now. Yeah, it's going on. So here this sum of FIXI is the sum of all these numbers. If I add all these numbers, I'll get the answer as 53,250. Okay. Now similarly, here sum of Fi is the sum of all frequencies. Sum of all frequencies will give you 200, because they said it is the value of 200. So the formula of mean is summation of Fi Xi upon Fi. So here I got 53,250, and here I got it as 200. So you divide. If you divide, you get the answer as 266.25. So this is the entire formula for finding the mean of a given data using direct method. So here the important things are, you have to find Xi, then you have to find FIXI. Xi are, this value is the average of these two numbers, and that's how you'll find the Xi. FIXI are by multiplying 24 with 125. Then sum of FIXI, then sum of Fi. So the formula is this upon this one. Okay, thank you.